In the year 2235, humanity had reached the pinnacle of its expansion into the cosmos. The galaxy was a tapestry of human settlements, trade routes, and scientific outposts, each one a testament to the indomitable spirit of exploration and discovery. Yet, amidst all this progress, there were still frontiers left unconquered, mysteries left unsolved, and challenges that tested the very limits of human ingenuity and courage. On the edge of known space lay the planet Zalara, a world shrouded in mystery and danger. It was a planet of vast, untamed wilderness, its surface teeming with flora and fauna unlike anything found on Earth. What made Zalara particularly infamous were its beasts, massive, fearsome creatures that roamed the jungles, plains, and mountains. These alien beasts were both a source of terror and fascination, their strength and ferocity unmatched by any other known species. Captain Robinson Donovan stood at the helm of the starship Intrepid, staring out at the swirling colors of the planet below. He was a veteran explorer, his name synonymous with bravery and daring. His mission, to tame the alien beasts of Zalara and unlock the secrets of this wild world. Beside him stood Dr. Jane Carter, a brilliant xenobiologist whose expertise in alien ecosystems had made her an indispensable part of the team. "Are you ready for this, Jane?" Robinson asked, his voice steady but tinged with excitement. Jane smiled, her eyes gleaming with anticipation. "I've been ready for this my whole life, Robinson. Let's see what Zalara has in store for us." The crew of the Intrepid was a hand-picked team of scientists, soldiers, and explorers, each one a master of their field. They had trained for months, preparing for the challenges that lay ahead. As they descended towards the surface, the ship's sensors lit up with readings of the planet's unique biosphere. "Captain, we're approaching the landing zone," Lieutenant Roy Hale reported from the navigation console. "All systems are green." Robinson nodded. "Take us down, Roy. Let's make history." The Intrepid touched down in a clearing amidst a dense jungle, the ship's landing gear sinking slightly into the soft, moss-covered ground. The air was thick with humidity, and the sounds of alien wildlife echoed through the trees. The crew disembarked, their boots crunching on the vegetation, and began setting up their base camp. Jane's eyes were wide with wonder as she scanned the surroundings with her handheld device. "The biodiversity here is incredible. Look at these readings, it's like nothing we've ever seen before." Robinson chuckled. "Just wait until we meet the locals. Remember, we're here to tame these beasts, not just study them. Stay alert, everyone." As the crew worked, setting up equipment and securing the perimeter, a sense of anticipation hung in the air. They knew that the beasts of Zalara were not to be taken lightly. Stories of previous expeditions spoke of terrifying encounters, of teams that had been decimated by the planet's formidable inhabitants. But Robinson and his team were different. They were prepared, determined, and armed with the latest technology and knowledge. Their first encounter came sooner than expected. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows across the jungle, a low, rumbling growl echoed from the trees. The crew froze, their eyes scanning the darkness. "Eyes up, everyone," Robinson ordered, his voice calm but commanding. "Weapons ready. Let's see what we're dealing with." From the shadows emerged a creature of staggering size and power. It stood on four massive legs, its body covered in thick, iridescent scales that shimmered in the fading light. Its eyes glowed with a predatory intelligence, and its maw was filled with razor-sharp teeth. This was a Zillaran war beast, one of the most feared predators on the planet. Robinson held up a hand, signaling his team to hold their fire. "Easy, everyone. Let's not provoke it." Jane stepped forward, her eyes locked on the creature. "It's magnificent," she whispered, her voice filled with awe. "We need to understand it, not destroy it." Slowly, she reached into her pack and pulled out a small device, a tranquilizer dart launcher. With steady hands, she aimed and fired, the dart embedding itself in the creature's thick hide. The warbeast roared, its muscles tensing, but after a few moments, it began to sway, its eyelids growing heavy. Finally, it collapsed to the ground, unconscious. Robinson let out a breath he hadn't realized he was holding. "Good work, Jane. Let's secure it and get it back to camp. The crew moved quickly, securing the war beast with reinforced restraints and transporting it to the base camp. There, they set up a containment field and began their study. Jane and her team worked tirelessly, analyzing the creature's physiology, studying its behavior, and trying to understand what made it so formidable. Days turned into weeks as the crew of the Intrepid delved deeper into the mysteries of Zalara. They encountered more beasts, each one more fearsome than the last. There were the aerial predators known as sky reavers, massive, bat-like creatures that swooped down from the treetops with deadly precision. There were the burrowing terramars, which could tunnel through the ground and emerge without warning, their massive jaws capable of crushing anything in their path. But with each encounter, the team grew more skilled, more adept at handling the beasts. They developed new techniques for capturing and studying them, and slowly, they began to piece together the puzzle of Zalara's ecosystem. One of the key discoveries was the role of the planet's unique flora in the behavior of its fauna. Jane's team found that many of the beasts were drawn to specific plants, which seemed to have a calming effect on them. By studying these interactions, they developed a way to create synthetic versions of the plant's pheromones, which they could use to pacify the creatures without harming them. Armed with this new tool, the team embarked on a bold plan. They would not just tame the beasts, they would forge a symbiotic relationship with them, integrating them into their operations and turning Zalara's greatest threat into their greatest asset. The first step was to establish communication. Using the pheromone synthesizers, Jane and her team began working on a way to signal the beasts, to communicate their intentions and establish a rudimentary form of understanding. It was a slow and painstaking process, but gradually, they began to see results. The breakthrough came when they managed to tame a massive sky reaver. The creature, which had once been a deadly predator, now responded to their signals, following commands and even allowing them to ride on its back. It was a moment of triumph, a testament to the power of human ingenuity and determination. As word of their success spread, other teams arrived on Zalara, eager to learn from Robinson and his crew. The planet, once feared and avoided, became a hub of scientific and technological innovation. The beasts, once seen as monsters, were now partners and allies, their strength and abilities harnessed for the benefit of all. Robinson stood on a ridge overlooking the jungle, a sense of pride swelling in his chest. Beside him, Jane watched as a group of sky reavers soared through the sky, their riders guiding them with ease. "We did it, Robinson," she said, her voice filled with satisfaction. "We tamed the beasts." Robinson smiled, his eyes shining with the light of 1,000 stars. "No, Jane. We did more than that. We proved that no challenge is too great, no frontier too wild for the spirit of humanity. We've shown that with determination, understanding, and respect, we can conquer any obstacle and turn even our greatest fears into our greatest strengths." The bond between humans and the beasts of Zalara grew stronger with each passing day. The once untamed wilderness was now a thriving center of research and exploration, a place where humanity and nature coexisted in harmony. The creatures that had once been feared were now respected and valued for their unique abilities. The impact of their work extended far beyond the planet's surface. The technologies and techniques developed on Zalara found applications across the galaxy. The pheromone synthesizers, initially designed to pacify the alien beasts, were adapted for use in agriculture, allowing for more sustainable farming practices on other colony worlds. The understanding of symbiotic relationships between flora and fauna led to advancements in environmental management and conservation efforts. As the years passed, the planet became a symbol of hope and possibility. It attracted scientists, explorers, and adventurers from all corners of human space, each one eager to contribute to the ongoing journey of discovery. The legacy of Robinson, Jane, and their crew was one of unity and progress, a testament to the power of collaboration and the unyielding spirit of exploration. One evening, as the sun set over the lush landscape, casting a golden glow over the treetops, Robinson and Jane stood together on the observation deck of the Intrepid. The air was filled with the sounds of the jungle, a symphony of life that resonated with their shared sense of accomplishment. "Do you ever wonder what other challenges are out there, waiting for us?" Jane asked, her voice soft and contemplative. Robinson smiled, his eyes fixed on the horizon. Always. But I know that whatever we face, we'll meet it with the same determination and spirit that brought us here. We've tamed the beasts of Zalara, Jane. There's nothing we can't achieve. Jane nodded, her heart filled with hope and excitement for the future. Here's to the next adventure, then. Whatever it may be. As they stood there, side by side, they knew that their journey was far from over. The galaxy was vast, filled with mysteries.